Alright, so you want to know the top 5 neighborhoods in Los Angeles, California. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about exactly that, the top 5 neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Everything you need to know about housing, renting or buying, to the types of people in each neighborhood, and kinds of restaurants and attractions. And you're going to want to stick around until the end because I'm also going to tell you how to save money in the most expensive area, and we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if you're new to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of living in Los Angeles, make sure you tap that subscribe button, click that little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. My name is Horstman, local real estate agent here. I get calls, texts, and emails from people to move into LA and relocating here, and I love it. If you're thinking about moving or relocating, make sure you reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send an email, and I'm happy to help you make a smooth move to Los Angeles. The first neighborhood I want to tell you about is Silver Lake. It's pretty centrally located just north of downtown. One of the first times I visited LA, I was on a film crew and we filmed at Pauly Shore's house here, so you may see him around. This is the most hipster area of LA, and you'll find tight jeans and ironic glasses. It's of course right next to a giant reservoir named after the Water Board Commissioner Herman Silver. Here we are walking at the Silver Lake Reservoir. This is a very popular area of town, and there's some great walking paths here. There's a dog park, tons of coffee shops and bars, so it's really nice and pleasant here. A lot of artwork. It's a giant recreation area, great for walking and running on the surrounding path. There's also a large dog park to the south and lots of cool bars and restaurants in the area, especially on Sunset Boulevard. It's a really trendy neighborhood and hence has been quite expensive to live in recently. For a slightly cheaper option, check out Echo Park, just southwest and closer to Dodger Stadium. Next up, I want to mention Long Beach, California. While this is the furthest top neighborhood from the city center, Long Beach has its own charm and character. It's very accessible and it's not as pretentious and ritzy as Santa Monica. People are more laid back, so you can literally drive through the neighborhoods during the weekend and you may come across a rock band playing in a front yard. Think like Blink-182 or the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's very cool. One of my favorite things to do here is rent what's called a Duffy boat, which is basically a small pontoon boat that can cruise around the bay. So grab a cooler and some friends and enjoy. Long Beach is cheaper to rent than Central LA, and it's also cheaper to buy if you want to be by the beach. An even cheaper option is right next door at San Pedro, but do your homework because some of the areas there can be a little dicey. And as always, hit me up if you have any questions. If we go up a little bit north past the South Bay, we'll hit Venice and then Santa Monica. Santa Monica is great for young professionals with some extra cash. It's touristy with a lot of popular restaurants, bars, coffee shops. The beach is really nice and it's next to Venice, which is super cool and has the beach boardwalk for walking and running and beachside eats and drinks. I personally love biking on the boardwalk and stopping at Muscle Beach to do some pull-ups. And of course, there's the landmark Ferris wheel and the roller coaster down there, as well as at the pier. The pier has like a carnival-like feel with games and prizes, as well as food kiosks. Santa Monica will be the most expensive neighborhood on this list, and you can save a little bit of money by being in Venice. One downside to Santa Monica, I think, is that you're all the way west, so you're a little bit isolated from the more inland spots like Hollywood and downtown. Speaking of downtown, let's talk about it. I've heard downtown LA described as feeling the most LA-like because it has popular restaurants and bars plus entertainment venues like LA Live. I like the arts district with breweries like Angel's Brewery and cool ice cream spots like Salt and Straw. When I was first downtown, I thought it was all just like highways intersecting and I didn't like it. But then after walking around and seeing Little Tokyo and the arts district and learning about all the cool museums like the Broad Museum, I have appreciation for downtown. Right now we're walking in downtown LA, which is a huge center of culture. Got a lot of restaurants, bars, coffee shops, all kinds of entertainment, theaters, museums, just about anything you could want. So that is why I'm calling it one of our top neighborhoods. One of my good friends has lived there for years and swears by it. If you love music, you can check out the Grammy Museum, and there's lots of walking and bus tours as well. Then, of course, there's Grand Central Market, which is a giant food hall with fan favorites like Egg Slut and some super genuine taquerias. Last on the list is my personal favorite and where I live currently, the West LA Fairfax area. It's just east and a little bit of south of West Hollywood. So it's close to WeHo, but the prices are much more affordable. Again, call me if you have questions. Let me help you find the perfect neighborhood that fits your lifestyle. Fairfax is right by the Grove Shopping Center and the original farmers market with tons of cool food options. Centrally located, it's nice, safe, and walkable. The real estate market is very hot right now. There are sometimes more than 20 offers put down on homes. Thankfully, it's showing a few signs of cooling off a bit. It's not as expensive as New York or San Francisco, but it's on par with cities like Washington, D.C., where I moved from. I recommend house hacking if you're looking to purchase here, and drop me a note and I'll explain more about that. There are ways to live here cheaper if you're creative, like living in a group house or being on the more southern or eastern sides of the city. The Valley can also be a little cheaper. You don't have to live in West Hollywood, where a 2-bedroom will be over $3,000 a month. I do recommend having a job lined up or a few months of savings for when you move here. So that's a breakdown of the top 5 neighborhoods in Los Angeles. More content coming soon. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments, or just tell me your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're thinking about moving here, reach out and let's chat. I'd love to help you or you and your family find the perfect place to live in Los Angeles. Comment below if you've been to Los Angeles, and I'll also answer any questions you have. I'll continue doing lots of videos, so make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you know when we're making new videos. Also, check out the link below as well for my free guide to moving to LA, everything you need to know before moving here.